A junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, Temple Landry. A sophomore from Cupertino, California, Kendra Chang. A sophomore from Belmont, California, Uwe Soma. A senior from Odebrecht, Romania, Ana Barbosu. A senior from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Ava Sorrento. A senior from Piedmont, California, Claire Dean. A senior from Seattle, Washington, Anna Roberts. A sophomore from West Orange, New Jersey, Alana Walker. A freshman from New York, New York, Maya Sanya. A freshman from Woodland Hills, California, Levi Jung Ruivivar. A freshman from Newport Beach, California, Summer Gronsky. And a senior from Emerald Hills, California, Portia Trinidad. The Stanford Cardinal are led by head coach Tabitha Yim, with associate head coach Vince Smurrow, assistant coach Hallie Mosette, assistant coach Kayla Brickard, and athletic trainer Rebecca Olson.
Denver fans, how we doing? Welcome to your new season. We are so excited to have you here. It is your time to meet your pioneers. Get those flashlights out. Put them up in the sky. Put your eyes on the video board, and let's begin this team. Go, Pios!
So come on, come on, come on, come on, let's get physical.
Buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your more. So tell me, do you want to go?
All night, I'm riding with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on.
And here come your pioneers!
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Down, down, cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going
All right, fans, it is time to meet your Denver Pioneers! And here we go, a junior from Hudson, Wisconsin, Madison Reidenbach! Junior from Woodinville, Washington, Amanda Hargrave! Junior from Austin, Texas, Ashley Gallen! A freshman from Dallas, Texas, Caitlin Castle! A freshman from Modesto, California, Abby Steely! A freshman from San Jose, California, Megan Arnold! Freshman from Los Gatos, Denver, Colorado, Addie Hewitt. A sophomore from Leawood, Kansas, Sophia Ham. Senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mila Brush. Senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, Kylie Rorich. Freshman from Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, Shyla Batiam. Senior from New York City, New York, Cecilia Cooley. And a freshman from Los Angeles, California, Savannah Kasparian.
Denver is led by Joy S. Burns head coach Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt, and she is assisted by assistant coaches John Carney, Megan Hott, and Mary Rice. Student assistant coach Ava Mabanta. Director of operations is Marissa Sodden. Meet director is Alex Bala. And once again, DU's hype man, Mr. Tom Green Parrott, bringing the fun all meet long. And of course, DJ Sir Devin. Raising Canes is proud to present our kids captains of the meet. Please welcome kid captains Bristol and Scarlett. Thank you, Raising Canes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and turn your attention to the flag for the singing of our national anthem, performed today by Sarah Manzanares.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sarah.
Knew he was a killer, first time that I saw him. Wonder how many girls he had loved and left haunted. But if he's a ghost, then I can be a phantom, holding him for ransom. Some boys are trying too hard. He don't try at all though. Younger than my exes, but he act like such a man. So I see nothing better. I keep him forever, like a vendetta. I
The
welcome to Magnus Arena on the campus of the University of Denver here in Mile High City. Marcy Jenkins here with you in this first home meet for the Denver Pioneers versus the Stanford Cardinals. This is week 1 in competition for NCAA Gymnastics. We've had a lot of competitions going on already this weekend, including the Sprouts Quad meets, which took place yesterday. And we're excited to see this lineup between the 13th ranked Stanford Cardinals and your 16th ranked Denver Pioneers. We'll be starting out with the Denver Pioneers on vault and Stanford on bars. We'll be alternating the routines. You'll be able to see every routine here today. Both of these teams really looking to start out this season just steady and strong. Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt has described this DU team as hardworking, committed, and passionate, and they really want to maximize the potential. DU has 6 freshmen on the roster and 1 transfer sophomore, so a very young team. Stanford as well has 5 freshman athletes, including the world famous Anna Barbosu, who competed in the Olympics, and we just saw Amanda Hargraves kicking things off for the University of Denver Pioneers on vault. She's doing a Yurchenko full. It's a 9.95 start value. Beautiful position there, just a little bit chest down, slight hop backwards. They really want to see their straight body in those landings on those Yurchenko fulls, but a good solid start for the Pioneers on that event. We're going to move over to bars. This is Levi Young Ruivi bar. Levi is a redshirt freshman, so did not compete last year. Really look for the form. Nice height so far. Really keeping those legs together. Nice job on that handstand half pirouette. Slightly short on that handstand, but beautiful Stalter work right into her double tuck. And a little bit low bent knees on that landing, but a really solid performance. Again, first routine, competing for the Stanford squad. She was a redshirt freshman from last year. Let's take a look at this dismount. Just a little bit slow in rotation. She does a Stalter, which gets her some bonus 10s when it connects to this double fly with great height, but just really had to sink down that landing. The judges take a slight deduction for the deep knee bend, but was able to stick. No movement in those feet. We're gonna head over to vault. This is freshman, our first look at her, Savannah Kasparian. Savannah's from Los Angeles, California. She'll also be doing a Yurchenko full, so a 9.95 start value. That's the maximum score that this vault would be able to receive if she did it perfectly. Melissa has a brand new assistant coaching staff this season. They've done a great job with these athletes. Nice position in the air. Again, a little bit of chest down. I want to see her chest up a teeny bit more, but that was a great ball. Again, her first performance as a Pioneer here in Magnus Arena. Lots of nerves today, and really a great, great opportunity for these athletes to be at home in this first competition. Let's take a look. You're really looking for straight arms on the block, great lift, good position in the air. Just a slight hop backwards. And we will head back over to bars. This is going to be Ava Sorrento. Ava is a senior out of Toronto, Canada. Nice handstand right over the top of the bar. Beautiful form so far. A little bit of a struggle on that handstand. Setting up for her dismount. Layout double flyaway. Another strong routine. Again, slight small deductions, but overall a great performance. Really continuing that momentum from Levi's. We'll see that. Really want to see straight body, no pike. Little bit of a pike down there at the end. The judges could take a slight deduction there. Over to vault. This is Cece Cooley. She is a senior on this team. She has just added vault this year as a senior. She did not complete vault her 3 years leading up to her senior year. She's done so much for this program. Watch the beautiful form in the air. Just a slight hop backwards. She doesn't get as much block as some of the other gymnasts do, but her positioning in the air is beautiful. See a hug from Coach Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt. And we'll head back over to bars. It's going to be Sienna Robinson. Sienna is a junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. She's a political science major. Something that's so interesting about these two schools, very, very hard academic schools, and their enrollment is much smaller than a lot of the other big schools in the top 20. Each of them under 8,000 undergraduate students, so definitely a smaller pool of potential athletes coming to these schools, but both Tabitha Yim and Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt know what to recruit to be successful at their schools and have been doing amazing gymnastics. Nice handstand. Giant half. Beautiful Jaeger. Right on top of the bar. Oh, a little bit off in her timing on that pack salto. Maybe a slight deduction. Just threw off her rhythm a little bit, but she's covering well. There's a ton of potential in that bar routine for the future. Again, just disappointing that connection between the high bar and the low bar. Watch this beautiful Jaeger, and then watch her transition. We'll see if we see this here. To the low bar, she just missed her timing slightly and was just too far over the top of that low bar to continue with her swing. Moving over to vault, this is Madison Reidenbach, junior out of Wisconsin. And she has a beautiful Yurchenko full. I love the distance that she gets on that. She does a Yurchenko 1.5, but they've really been working on her technique. They have, again, new coaching staff, and they've really been working on that with her, but beautiful position in the air. And that's exactly how you want to see those vaults completed. And I think that replay was actually of Cece Cooley, so we did not see Madison Reidenbach's replay, but very beautiful vault. And we'll head back over to bars. This is senior Anna Roberts. She has been a standout for this squad her entire career here at Stanford. Nice pack salto. Again, really looking for those arms to be straight, which she's doing a great job. Nice Van Leeuwen. A little short on that handstand. Again, those handstands need to be right on top of the bar. A little hop on the landing. So not exactly the routine she really wanted, but again, first routine of the season. Watch the position in the air, open hips the whole way around, and you see her chest was up. That's exactly what the judges want to see. Moving over to vault, this is Mila Brush. She is a senior on this team. She has been in this vault lineup. Beautiful, really trying to hold on with her toes there to stick that landing. She has the potential to score huge on this vault. Again, it's only worth a 9.95. Let's take a look. She gets a great block. Watch the height. She gets beautiful position in the air and really just tries to hold on to that slight deduction, but another solid Yurchenko full. Next up in bars, we'll see the Olympian, Ana Barbosu from Romania, has made this journey over to the United States for college. And Tabitha couldn't say enough nice things about her. Such a great teammate and hard worker. And Tabitha mentioned, this team's words are grit, authenticity, and fierceness. And we're definitely seeing that in this lineup on bars today. It's our first routine in competition here in NCAA Gymnastics. Beautiful rainbow in. Nice handstand. Her routines are so watered down from what she did in the Olympics. A little hop on the landing. It's such a different experience competing in college, because in college, these routines are all out of a 10. And it's all about execution and making sure every single toe is pointed, every single leg together. You can see a little bit of form separation, but we saw that in slow motion. This is Shaila Bhatia. Anna stuck landing her first vault as a pioneer, Yurchenko 1.5, and that was gorgeous. Just knew exactly where she was. I've seen her do that so many times in practice, just so confident. Let's take a look here and watch. Beautiful, look at the position. Just saw the landing, planted, and no movement. And heading back over to bars, this is going to be Umi Soma. Ui is a sophomore from California. She will be our 6th competitor up. Again, each team does 6 routines. 5 of them count toward the team total. You're looking for ideally a 9.8 or a better from each performer. Nice form so far in the air. A little bit of leg separation, but that is a super difficult transition to the high bar. Nice handstand. And a little hop. That routine has so much potential. But this was a great bar rotation for Stanford. We may have some exhibition performances coming up for either team. Won't count toward the team total, but look at that position there, just open hips. She actually piked down just a teeny bit. This is Tara Rutter, one of the freshmen for the University of Denver. This is exhibition performance, so will not count toward the team score, but an opportunity for these gymnasts to get some exposure in front of the crowd and the judges. And Tara's from Los Gatos, California. You can see why she's a little bit low. Didn't quite get as much block as I'd like to see off the horse, which made her position a little bit piked in the air. We are going to have a exhibition performance from Maya Sonia from Stanford. Maya's also a freshman from New York, New York. And then we'll have one final competitor after this on vault for the University of Denver in another exhibition performance. I love to see the freshmen going for these handstands, going for the height. And that was just so close, just at her fingertips, couldn't quite hold on. So she'll have 30 seconds to get some chalk and get back on the bars. It's always hard to pick up your routine after a fall like that because there's so much momentum coming from those release moves that carries forward to the rest of the skills. Good transition back to the low bar. Again, this does not count for the team total. And great routine to have under your belt. She'll have some things to go back and work on in the gym. And we'll head back over to vault after a replay here. just a little bit whipped around on that double layout. And that's Addie Hewitt. She is a transfer sophomore. She was at Maryland last year and is back in the Denver area. She's a local Denver gymnast, and that was a Yurchenko full. Again, won't count toward the team total, but a great start for her. She had a little injury right before season and is coming back from that, but she has great height and position. I can see some potential from this gymnast doing a 1.5 too. And that will finish us up in this first rotation. When we come back, we will have Denver on bars and Stanford on vault.
Hey, grab me one too.
I'm a very active person, hiking, walking, running, yoga, lifting, climbing. I stopped running races entirely because I was in so much pain I could hardly walk anymore. I went into Panorama and everyone was super friendly, very kind. They always made me feel so comfortable and at ease. Being able to move and not be in pain is like the greatest success. Panorama truly cares about you as a person and not just as a patient.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Welcome to Huntington, a bank that believes we should all get more from money. Like a path to turn all those late nights into beach days, sunscreen Noel, and a nudge when you've got enough for the goat without wiping out the groceries. And anything to make life easier for all you small business owners. We see you, Dad. Banking isn't just checking and saving. It's about getting more from money. Huntington Bank.
With a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, summer plays on. Whether you're teaching the art of tailgating, showing up for the home team, or finding the ultimate skybox, with a new Toyota, you can keep summer playing anywhere.
Right now, lease the 2025 Tacoma, America's best-selling midsize pickup for the last 20 years. Now for just $269 per month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back in Magnus Arena. Marcy Jenkins here with you, and we just finished up the first rotation. University of Denver was on vault, and Stanford was on bars. We'll show you a few highlights here. Let's take a look here at one of their first competitors up on this rotation, had one of the highest scores. That was Levi Young Riviere. And Stanford had a strong performance all throughout. And then this amazing vault from freshman Shaila Bhatia. Absolutely beautiful, 9.925 she received for that vault. What a start to her career here as a Denver Pioneer. And we finish up the first rotation with Denver leading so far with a 49.125 and Stanford just behind with a 49.050. Again, this is the first competition for both of these teams. And again, both coaches really have talked about wanting to be confident and steady. So when we come back, we will start the second rotation, Denver on bars and Stanford on vault.
Love that we'll never need to hide. Love always rise above. Whatever comes, we will be just fine. If I'm yours and you are mine.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Hey, Colorado, guess what? Bojo's Pizza has landed right across from the University of Denver. Our new location is ready to serve up our famous mountain pies, packed with your favorite toppings. Whether you're dining in or grabbing takeout, we've got you covered. And don't miss happy hour Monday through Thursday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. with amazing deals on pizzas and drinks. We've got plant-based, keto, and gluten-free options too. Come and experience Colorado-style pizza at its best.
And back to Magnus Arena, heading toward the second rotation with the University of Denver on bars and Stanford on vault. We have a great lineup for both teams on these events. Really looking to build off of that first rotation. Very strong performances. They definitely want to stay above that 49.00 as a team score for each one of these events. And we haven't seen super high scores from throughout the competition so far this weekend. The highest score so far was Florida with 197.725 in their meet. And then LSU and Oklahoma both scored a 197.5. We have a few other teams above 197, but lots of 196s. So everyone's still feeling a little bit of this early competition, first weekend of the season. But with the changes in the national qualifying score, counting more scores than before, it's really important for all of these teams to have great performances out of the gate. You can no longer start out slow and really finish fast and count those scores later in the season. You've got to have some of these early meets that are really, really strong. And so far, both of these teams are proving to have done that. And we are going to start out over on vault first for Stanford. And our first vaulter is going to be Elena Walker. Sorry, Alana Walker. Alana is a sophomore from New Jersey. Just waiting for the judges to give us the okay to get started here in this rotation. This Denver squad is super young, as I mentioned. They have 6 freshmen, 1 transfer sophomore. And when I talked to Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt about the team this season, they're really looking to build the foundation and focus on that and the outcomes that they can have each meet, and really staying in the journey and in the process. Both of these teams have talked about that, of really just staying in their journey and their own process, not worry about what's going on around you, and not worrying about the scores, just doing what you know you can do based on what you've done in practice. This is Alana Walker. I'm going to kick things off for Stanford on vault. Got a great crowd here at Magnus Arena here today. If you do live in the Denver area, definitely come and see these meets. They're a lot of fun. Check go full, little hop on the landing. But a good solid start. And let's check out this replay and look at her position in the air. A little bit short on the block. Looked like maybe she had a little bit of a bend in her shoulders. Didn't get quite the height that I'm expecting to see from her, but good start. And over to bars. And freshman Shyla Bhatia coming off with that 9.925 on vault. Just really needs to take a deep breath, which we saw her just do. She has a great bar routine. Beautiful transition. She has a great pec salto. So I just want to see that right over the top of the bar. And I love seeing how aggressive she is in these handstands, and a slight step on the landing, but that was a great routine. We talked about how young this team is, but they really are coming out confident. Beautiful position in the air. And we'll head back over to vault. This is Anna Barbosu. She does a souk full And that is a very difficult vault. It starts out of a 10-0 start value. It's so hard. She had a little bit of pike in the air. If we see the replay, we'll see that. And this is a really hard vault for the judges to score well. You can see she's just piked in the air, and that will be a deduction. But I just love how tight her legs are together and her toe point throughout that entire vault. And we are going to head back over to bars. And our second up, I believe, will be Caitlin Castle. And Caitlin is another one of the freshmen from Dallas, Texas. The first time we'll be seeing her today. Score for Chalabatia out of the gate is a 9.8. Great start for the Pioneers. Stanford's first vault was a 9.725. So I'm going to try to keep you updated here as we're going throughout the competition. This Denver squad has a total of 14 gymnasts, and with the roster size limit changes coming from the House settlement at 20, this team is definitely a lean and mean team with 14 gymnasts. Stanford has one of the largest teams they've had in a really long time at 19 athletes. Just waiting for the judges to getting ready to get started here. And Coach Megan Hott has done a great job. She's one of the new assistants that Melissa brought on this year and has done an amazing job with these gymnasts on bars. Giant fold right on the top of the bar. That's really important. And then open double tuck. Great routine. She doesn't have one of those huge double layout dismounts, but that giant fold, that double tuck helps increase that difficulty up to the 10-0 start value. Let's watch that giant fold. You want to be right on top of the bar. There might be a slight little deduction there, but look at that open tuck. She doesn't even have to grab her legs. Her arms are right at her chest, just beautiful. And over to vault. She missed her hands on the vault. I'm just glad that she didn't end up flipping from that. Looks like she might be in a little bit of pain. It knocks the wind out of you. She looks okay though. Just missed her timing from the board to the table. And they do adjust the height of the table up and down. I don't believe that was a problem for this, but there are adjustments that are made depending upon the height and what the gymnast is performing. But I'll give you an update on her, make sure she's okay here after this next bar routine. And that was Summer Gronkowski that we saw. Summer Gronsky, sorry, that we saw from Stanford over on vault. And next up on bars, this is exciting. This is Mila Brush. Mila has not competed. She's a senior. She has never competed bars at the University of Denver. And I saw her bar routine in their inter-squad meet, and it was beautiful. She gets, watch the height, and she gets on this beautiful transition to the high bar, and her pack salto down to the low. Beautiful handstand. I just can't even believe she didn't do bars before now. Nice extension in the air. She's getting ready for a double layout. And a stuck landing. That is the best Mila could have done. You can see how excited her team is for her. That is what college gymnastics is all about, is really being there for each other and for your team. And watch this height. She gets beautiful position in the air. Chest up on the landing, no movement. That is going to be a big score for this Pioneer squad. And you can see how excited she was on that landing. And we are going to head back over to vault. This is Ui Soma Again, just disappointing vault, this last one that they had. Not something you usually expect to happen, so a little bit of pressure here. They really need a good vault. Good Yurchenko vault, a little bit of extra power. Had to take a step backwards, but a bit of relief. Again, starts out of a 9.95 start value. Great position in the air. Again, just a teeny bit of a pike down and a hop backwards. And we are going to head back over to bars. And next up is going to be senior Cece Cooley. Cece competed last season. The season before, she was out due to a knee injury, so she redshirted. She has one more year of eligibility after this. She is beautiful to watch on bars. I want you to keep an eye out for the release move that happens at the very beginning of her routine. It is huge. It's a beautiful ray. Cece's from New York City, New York. And we'll see that in her floor routine. She has some really fun floor music that fits her personality. Okay, again, watch coming right up the top here. She's going to do a handstand. She's going to do a toe hand, and then she goes right into her ray, and it is beautiful. Oh, a little bit overdone. And that happens sometimes. You just go a little bit too hard. It looks like she might do the routine again and start from the beginning. And she is such a veteran at this. She's going to go for that release again so she can get credit for it. She already has 5/10 of a deduction already off. I'm going to see it right here again. Great, beautiful job. That's what she normally does. And this is, again, great confidence builder for her. Even though she had that fall, to get back up and do this routine, she gets credit for all of those skills. And this beautiful double layout and a stuck landing. She's not going to be happy with that performance, I know. And she's usually so consistent on this event. But again, first meet of the season. Let's take a look at this. She's just a little bit too big. Actually, that's the second one. That was beautiful. She had great height. You could saw her rotation was right over the top of the bar, enabled her to grab and then stick that landing. Over to vault. This is Teralyn Nguyen. And a great Yurchenko 1.5. Just a slight hop on the landing, but that was beautiful. What you want to see is that block off the horse, and they don't want to twist right away, but block. And then that twist, beautiful position. I just love her form in the air as well. And a slight hop, so that'll be a great score for them on vault. Next up on bars is going to be Madison Reidenbach. She's a junior. She has been in and out of the lineup as exhibition and has competed in the lineup a few times in the past, but really is stepping into this 5th position in the lineup. A bit of pressure here, so we'll see how she handles it coming off of that fall from Cece Cooley. So far, the scores on bars, we started with 2.98s from Shaila Bhatia and Caitlin Castle, then Mila Brush's 9.85. We'll see what Cece Cooley gets, but so far, Dee's doing a great job. We'll see how much the judges took off for that fall that Cece had. And on vault, so far, our scores have been a 9.725 and 9.8. The vault from Gronsi got a 6.3, which doesn't really matter because she didn't make that whole vault. And then Umi Silma had a 9.8 and Nguyen had a 9.9, so great way to finish up. I believe we will have an exhibition on vault from Anna Roberts after we finish up with this bar routine. just waiting. The judges had a conference. When you have a fall like that and someone repeats a skill, you just have to make sure that everyone gets credit for their skills. And it looks like her start value is a 9.9. Let's see what they, it's like it'll be a 9.175 for Cece Cooley. So really a lot of pressure here on Madison Reidenbach to keep this momentum going. But she can do it. And this is again, Maddie Reidenbach. She's gonna do a release move here. Beautiful. Nice handstand. She's an overshoot to the high low back. Nice. I love to see her going for that handstand, even though there's all this risk. And then double flyaway and a slight little move, but that is what you want from that sixth performer when you have a mistake, someone that you can count on. Actually, Maddie's fifth up, sorry. Beautiful position in the air. Just second-guessed herself a bit there on the landing and had to take a step back. This is Anna Roberts. She is in the sixth position, so this will count toward the team score. And just a little bit too much power, had to take a big step forward. But again, starting out of a 10.0 start value, you'd much rather see those vaults stepping forward this early in the season. She gets good block, great position in the air, just a little bit too much rotation. And our sixth performer on bars for the Pioneers is going to be Sophia Hamp. She is a sophomore. She didn't compete a lot last season, did some exhibition performances, but really has been working hard to get back in these lineups. She was actually slated to do exhibition today, but Kylie Rorick, that we usually see, who is another senior, is not competing. Nice pec salto. Beautiful handstand. She just has such great technique on that. A little short on the handstand, that's okay. And that was a great routine. She'll be happy to have that behind her. Again, moving in from exhibition to a spot in the lineup is a lot of pressure, especially when there's been a fall from someone that usually is so consistent, but she did such a great job. Watch this dismount here. Great height and position in the air. Just a little hop, and that will be a great score for the Pioneers to finish out this rotation. And that's going to do it for our second rotation here in Magnus Arena. When we come back, the Pioneers will be moving to beam, and Stanford will be moving to floor.
When you shop in the Safeway app, you can count on us to choose fresh produce, guaranteed. Even if you can't count on Mom to eat her veggies.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Welcome to Huntington Bank, where your money is always doing something. While you're grabbing that cute donkey for your nephew, is pushing more towards savings so you can go visit him. When you're listening to him go on and on and on, it's planning your escape. It even sends you a little love note telling you it's proud of you. See, your money's smart. It just needs the right partner. Let's get more from money. Huntington Bank.
When you shop in the Safeway app, you can count on prices that are the same online as they are in store. Even when you can't count on teenage appetites staying in the budget.
Just got this stuff.
And back at Magnus Arena, we have some highlights from that second rotation. And we'll start out with University of Denver and bars. And again, senior Mila Brush just drills the landing. Ends up with a 9.850 on that routine. And I just love to see this for her. Such a hard worker. And what joy from having that great first performance here on bars. And over to vault. This is actually Anna Roberts. Took a pretty big step there on the landing. Their high score was Terlyn Nguyen. But really a lot of potential there with that vault. And so far then, so total scores, University of Denver is ahead by just a little bit, 98.125 to 98.050 both. Teams keeping it above that 49.00 mark, which is really what you want to make sure you're doing at the beginning of the season. And when we come back, we will be on to our third rotation, Denver on beam and Stanford on floor.
Bo Nix here, reporting live from Common Spirit Health. We have an injury update on pickup basketballer Clayton Mills. According to the orthopedic surgeon, his repaired ACL is healing great. And it looks like Clayton is ready to get back out there. The only thing Common Spirit can't fix is his broken jumper.
What? I will post you up, Bo Nix.
Back to you, Peyton.
How's your game, Peyton? Can you still dunk? Yes, I can. There you have it, folks. Common Spirit Health. Human kindness lives here.
We got love that we'll never need to hide. Love will always rise above. Whatever comes, you'll be just fine. If I am yours and you are mine.
What's different about Canvas Credit Union? It's 87 years of showing up for Colorado and proving that banking can still feel human. It's knowing that your money's in good hands and seeing those hands at work in your community. It's being a good neighbor in neighborhoods across the state. That's what makes Canvas different. That's brighter banking.
With a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, summer plays on. Whether you're teaching the art of tailgating, showing up for the home team, or finding the ultimate skybox, with a new Toyota, you can keep summer playing anywhere.
Right now, lease the 2025 Tacoma, America's best-selling midsize pickup for the last 20 years. Now for just $269 per month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
And welcome back to the University of Denver. Marcy Jenkins here with you, getting ready for this third rotation. Stanford on floor, University of Denver on balance beam. Got a great crowd here today. And these teams neck and neck right now. University of Denver with a 98.100 and Stanford with a 98.050. The lineups for these two teams on beam for the University of Denver will be Tara Rudder, Ashley Gallen, Maddie Reidenbach, Amanda Hargreaves, Cece Cooley, and Savannah Kasparian with a couple exhibition performances. And on floor, we'll see Claire Dean, Levi, Young Uvivar, Alana Walker, Sienna Robertson, Anna Roberts, and then Anna Barbosu. Both of these schools, very difficult academics. These student athletes work so hard. And some fun information about some of the Denver gymnasts. Amanda Hargraves did a radiology oncology department internship this past summer in Florida, hoping to be a radiology oncology doctor. Cece Cooley worked for the United States Senate with Senator John Hickenlooper in the Denver office. And Kylie Rorick did some occupational therapy internships. So these gymnasts aren't only amazing at gymnastics, but are doing great things as they prepare for their work life post-college. We're going to be starting out with Tara Rudder, one of the freshmen. This is a big job for a freshman to be leading off for the Pioneers. Tara has been coming back from an injury, but really has been working so hard on this event and has a ton of potential for her time here as a Pioneer. She's going to start off with a beautiful front with a half into a split jump, gymnastics acro combination. Judges are watching for those movements between those skills to continue and not stop in order to give them credit for the bonus tenths. Leap series, really focusing on getting that 180-degree split. Back handspring layout, step out, a slight balance check, but so far doing a great job in this leadoff position. All she has left is her dismount. It's going to be a round off 1.5. And a stuck landing. That is a great start for the Pioneers. Look at that big hug from Ashley Gallen. Again, very critical routine and so much pressure to put on a freshman in their first performance here in Magnus Arena. Just see a slight balance check, but that will be a very small deduction. A lot of potential here for this gymnast on this event. We'll head over to floor. This is Claire Dean. Claire is a senior out of Piedmont, California. Tafel. One and a half to front full. That was a great start for Stanford on floor. Let's take a look at that second pass. It's the 1.5 in the front full. Really looking for those toes glued together, legs straight. Ashley Gallen now up for the University of Denver. She has scored huge 9.9 plus. She has just amazing amplitude on her jumps and leaps. You'll see that here after this series. Back handspring layout, step out. She is known for beam. Now watch the split in these leaps. Just over 180 degrees. Just a little crooked. She stayed on. That's okay. And I just love her smile. She is constantly smiling during these routines. And a stuck landing. Just that bobble on her leap series. We'll have to see what the judges do with that, how much of a deduction they take, but she really fought. And that's what Melissa wants to see at this point in the season. You really want to fight for those landings. Let's watch this dismount. It's a gainer pike off the end of the beam, and I just love the height and the distance she gets on that. Just so textbook. We will head back over to floor. And this is Levi, Young, Rui Vivar. She's a beautiful dancer. And a very tall freshman, 5'6". She's redshirt freshman. It's her first year competing again. Whip to double tuck. Whip half to front foot. And that was a nice routine. That last pass, she had a little bit of a form break on that second flip, and so there will be a deduction. But let's take a look at this first pass. It's a whip to double tuck, great height, chest up. Little bit out of control on that step back, and the judges may take a deduction. But watch the form here, a little bit of form break right before the landing. And now up for the Denver Pioneers is Madison Reidenbach. Nice side summy. And she did keep that moving. We'll see if the judges give her credit for that combination. This is her acrobatic series, back handspring layout, step out, really solid right over the middle of the beam. So far, great routine from Maddie. And all she has left is her dismount. Saw her stick one of these in warm-ups. It's a round off 1.5 twist. And she did it again. Beautiful, just cat-like on those landings. I'll be really interested to see what the judges do with that leap series. She did pause slightly, but watch this right over the center of the beam. Beautiful. And then watch her just spot this landing. No movement. Great routine. And we're heading back over to floor. And this is Alana Walker, sophomore out of New Jersey. high double pike. Pretty big step out of it. And then the judges do take a deduction. Nice high punch double, like even a little bit of over rotation on that pass. Really strong and powerful floor routine. And let's take a look at this first pass, that huge double pike. You see the pretty big step with her front foot slid back, and that's kind of what triggers the judges to take that deduction. And then watch the height she gets on this one again. And then that front foot moves a little bit there too, so both of those will be deductions. This is Amanda Hargraves. Amanda has spent a lot of time doing exhibition performances throughout her career so far, but has really made it into these lineups. Keep moving here. Nice job on that series. She struggled with that in the inter squad meet, but no problems here today. Now, an important piece for her coming up is this leap series. She just has to take it easy because it can be beautiful. Huge. Nice job. Whenever she goes so hard and aggressive for that series, it is absolutely beautiful. And watch this dismount. It's a gainer front full and a stuck landing. Such a unique routine from this gymnast, and it's great to see her starting out the season with a great performance. And here's that aerial walk over into the back handspring. The judges need to see those arms keep moving. And then this dismount. Not many gymnasts in college do that, and it's so beautiful. And we're over to floor. This is Sienna Robinson, junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. She's a political science major, and nice high. That's the type of control you want to see, that step back. It doesn't need to happen. Beautiful, difficult double turn. One and a half. She does a 3 tumbling pass routine. Nice. This routine is going to score really well for Stanford. And that was a gorgeous floor routine. Such uniqueness. And that double turn. Very, very difficult. We'll see a super high score for this one. Here's that nice high double tuck again. Just that step back. Front foot does not move. And then the double pike Same thing. Over to beam. This is Cece Cooley, and she wants some redemption here on this event after the fall on bars. She has a beautiful triple series coming up right here in this routine. Back handspring layout, step out, layout, step out. And was able to hold on. She was tiny bit crooked, but they've changed this leap series to be a little bit more consistent for her than the one she had last year. Beautiful full turn. That is textbook how you want to see it done. All the way on releve, in control. Shows her just her dismount left. It's back handspring, gaining full off the side. And a slight little movement, but that was a great routine. I'm so amazed at that series and how she was able to stay on. We'll see if we can get it here in the replay. Back handspring, layout, step out. Watch this second layout. It's just a little bit short, but was able to hold on. And then that gainer full, just a slight little balance check with the upper body, but beautiful height, really fighting for that stuck landing. And back over to floor. This is a senior, Anna Roberts. The score for Sierra Robertson was a 9.925, so really building momentum here in this rotation. Punch front. Then that front foot moved back a little bit, so that will be a bit more of a deduction. Punch front layout into 1.5. Beautiful height on that tumbling pass. That was a great routine. I love the extension she has in her straight legs and pointed toes, her position in the air. Just take a look. It's that first pass. Double tuck, watch this front foot. It scoots back just a teeny bit. That will be really the only deduction there. And then nice height. And that foot, you could see it went just a little bit to the side, so it could be a slight deduction there as well. And our final competitor for Denver on beam in the anchor position is Savannah Kasparian, another freshman. Nice, right over the center. Back handspring layout, step out. Nice. Just floats in the air on that aerial cartwheel. You can see the smile on her face. She's got all the difficult stuff out of the way. All she has left is her dismount. And a full turn. Big hop on the landing, but that was a great routine. You can see she really wanted to hold on to that, but again, for a freshman anchoring this beam lineup, lots of pressure. That was a great performance. Let's take a look. She just had a little bit too much rotation on this. Beautiful height. Had to take a couple hop forward. And let's watch this floor routine from Ana Barbosu again. Represented Romania in the Olympics. She is a beautiful dancer. Whip to double tuck. To punch front pike, so difficult to control, just made it look so easy. That was a great routine. Again, her first routine competing in NCAA gymnastics. You can see the smile on her face. It's so different competing for a team like this. Here's that whip to double tuck. Again, she's used to piling her routines full of difficulty to get that difficulty level up. Just beautiful tumbling and execution. And this is exhibition performance. This is Shaila Bhatia, another freshman. Nice front toss pike into a wolf jump. Nice big handspring layout step out. She's a little bit tentative on that. I've seen her definitely do that a bit bigger. And this freshman class has so much potential. And a stuck landing. Great job for her. She will be working her way into this lineup for sure. Let's take a look at this last element, her dismount. Stuck landing. Beautiful. And that will finish up. Actually, let's see if we're going to have another. I think Sophie Hamp is going to do an exhibition performance as well. There's a Sophie getting ready to go. These early meets, it's so nice to have these exhibition performances to give these athletes an opportunity, really build their confidence and enable them to work to get in these lineups. Great score for Shaila Bhatia. It's a 9.8. Again, an exhibition, so won't count toward the team total. No pressure here on Sophie. She has a lot of potential. Great height. She has really good technique on all of her skills. Just a teeny bit crooked, and that's what they've been working on. She covers so much distance in that aerial cartwheel back handspring. You can see Melissa in the background. She keeps saying, move forward, and just really tentative on those. You can see the smile on her face. You can see that deep breath at the end. Again, exhibition performance giving her that experience. She has a great dismount here at the end. Nice landing. And that will finish up the third rotation here in Magnus Arena. When we come back, the University of Denver will move to floor and Stanford will move to balance beam.
This is a true story. Identities have been concealed to hide their shame.
What happened?
It was awful. We thought we were going to get away with it. $12,000 for a life-altering injury. And then we heard it. That noise! I haven't been the same since. We ended up spending $1 million more than we wanted. I'll never be allowed on the yacht again.
Was it this noise?
Not again!
Injured, get McDivitt.
McDivitt.
And welcome back to the University of Denver. I'm Marcy Jenkins here with you, and we have some highlights from that third rotation. University of Denver on beam and Stanford on floor. We're first going to start out with Denver and the freshman, Tara Rudder, on beam with this amazing leadoff performance. She scored a 9.825, but what an accomplishment for this freshman, sticking that landing and really getting things off on the right foot for the Pioneers. And then over to Stanford. This was such a gorgeous routine. So much difficulty in her dance and her tumbling. Execution just exquisite and perfect. Double pike, such control on those landings. Scored a 9 point. And so you can see there, University of Denver is trailing right now after the third rotation, 147.150 to 147.325. Both of these teams have super strong potential in this fourth and final rotation, so it's going to be close. And we will be back with the fourth and final rotation.
Bo Nix here, reporting live from Common Spirit Health. We have an injury update on pickup basketballer Clayton Mills. According to the orthopedic surgeon, his repaired ACL is healing great, and it looks like Clayton is ready to get back out there. The only thing Common Spirit can't fix is his broken jumper.
What? I will post you up, Bo Nix.
Back to you, Peyton.
How's your game, Peyton? Can you still dunk? Yes, I can. There you have it, folks. Common Spirit Health. Human kindness lives here.
We got love that we'll never need to hide. Love will always rise above. Whatever comes, we will be just fine. If I am yours and you are mine.
when you shop in the Safeway app, you can count on us to choose fresh produce guaranteed. Even if you can't count on Mom to eat her veggies.
What's different about Canvas Credit Union? It's 87 years of showing up for Colorado and proving that banking can still feel human. It's knowing that your money's in good hands and seeing those hands at work in your community. It's being a good neighbor in neighborhoods across the state. That's what makes Canvas different. That's brighter banking.
And back on the University of Denver campus for this fourth and final rotation between the University of Denver Pioneers and the Stanford Cardinals. Seen some great performances so far. Again, both very, very young teams looking to start the season off with some confidence. So far, no scores, team scores for any events below 49.00, which really is exactly what you want to be doing at this point in the season. Both these teams extremely strong in these final two rotations. We talked about character, teamwork, and excellence, which is really the focus of the Denver Pioneers team. Everything they do embodies those characteristics, and the addition of Mary Rice this season as their floor coach has been really, really great for this program. She did a wonderful job with their floor routines. You'll see them here shortly, really trying to bring out the gymnast personalities. And over on beam, Stanford is known for their beam. They do such a great job really focusing on the details. That's DU hype man Tom Barrett. He has done such an amazing job to get the fans into this arena. You can see the crowd here. These meets are so much fun. And we are going to get started here with the first performer from Stanford on balance beam. It's going to be Claire Dean, leading off the Cardinals in this rotation. Aerial cartwheel, layout, step out. We saw the same little mistake from Cece Cooley, just a little bit under rotated, but was able to hold on. And then her dismount, 1.5 twist. A slight little arm rotation, so that will be a little deduction. It won't be a perfect stick, but that was a great start. So glad to see her hold on in that acro series. And this is that dismount, really fighting for that stuck landing. That will be a slight deduction, but great fight. And this over on floor is junior Ashley Gallen. Waiting for her music. Here we go. Again, I love Ashley's smile. She just has so much fun out there all the time. First pass, double tuck, nice landing. Now watch the execution of her leaps and jumps. It's over 180 degree split on those straddle jumps, just gorgeous. Beautiful front layout to front, but look at that smile on her face. It says it all. Beautiful floor routine from Ashley. Great start for the Pioneers on floor. She, again, has been working into this lineup over these last, now that she's a junior, 2 years leading up to now. So exciting to see her in that position. This is probably one of the best floor routines I've seen her do. And we're gonna head over to beam. Levi Young, move Viva. Super difficult wolf turn. Aerial walkover, needs to keep that moving. I love her toe point and extension in her knees all the way through every single. Good connection. Scissor split lead. Beautiful 180 degree split on both of those, exactly what the judges are looking for. And just the dismount. Little hop on the landing, so slight bobble on the wolf turn and on the landing, but that was another great routine. You can see the potential of this Stanford squad, just such great execution. Again, attention to the detail, and this is that dismount, just a little hop backwards, a little bit of extra rotation. This is Amanda Hargraves. Nice first pass, front layout into Rudy. And I think that was one of the best floor routines I've seen Amanda do as well. She's really been working so hard in the off season. Just great to see her. Here's that front layout into a 1.5 twist. And then 1.5 into front layout. And over to beam. This is Alana Walker. Oh, sorry, Sienna Robertson. Tina coming off of that amazing floor performance. Nice 180-degree split. You really want someone to be able to take a picture at the top of that and have it be just perfect. Nice connections in and out of that aerial cartwheel. Just looks like she's having fun and so confident. All she has left is her dismount. The moonwalk. Crowd pleaser. And a stuck landing. That is going to be a huge score for Stanford on balance beam. She's just so calm all the way throughout the routine. Just spots the landing and sticks it. Watch. Beautiful. All right, heading over to floor, and this is senior Mila Brush. Starts out with a double pike. Nice control. And Mila has an older sister, Aria Brush, who competed at Auburn. Really been working with Mila to get her personality to come out in this floor routine. She's been so consistent for the Pioneers all of her 3 years so far competing. We have front tuck into a double tuck is her last pass here. Nice control. That was a great routine for Mila. Great tumbling passes, just in control, just like we saw from Sarah. Look at that. Very controlled landing, and then watch this beautiful double tuck into a sky high, or sorry, front tuck into a sky high double tuck again. Took that step because she wanted to, not because she had to. Over to balance beam. This is Temple Landry, junior, out of Minnesota. A little bit of form in the legs there. We'll see if the judges take any deductions. Nice ring jump, slight balance check, but really minor deduction. Those jumps are super hard. You lose sight of the beam, putting your head back. Beautiful flexibility. Little hop on the landing, so small, tiny deductions here and there, but another really solid beam routine. There's that dismount, just a little hop forward. All right, we're heading over back to floor. And this is freshman Shaila Bhatia. Just watch this routine. She has incredible dance and charisma on this event. Starts out with a front double twist. Beautiful. She does that better than anyone I have seen. Doesn't give her a lot of extra tense, but is beautiful. That was a great first floor routine as a Pioneer here in Magnus Arena. So much potential in this athlete for huge scores on this event. Great combination of dance and athleticism. What, isn't that beautiful? And then here's that last pass, 1.5 to a layout into a beautiful straddle jump and dances right out of it. She's just so fun to watch. And over to beam, Barbosu. Punch front into a back handspring chest roll. Beautiful connection. And I mentioned earlier, these athletes coming from elite competition are used to doing so much difficulty to get their start values up. And here, it's more about the execution, but she has all of that in beautiful leaps and jumps. Nice releve. You saw her finish right up on high toe, the end of that full turn, exactly what the judges are looking for. And then her dismount, double twist, a little hop on the landing. Once she dials in all of that, this routine is going to score huge for Stanford. Here's that punch front into chest. Super hard to keep that connection going. And then a beautiful form in the air, double twist. And over to floor. Next up is Madison Reidenbach. Whip half into a beautiful Rudy. It's a front flip with a 1.5 twist. And you'll hear the whistles in each of their floor routines with a Let's Go DU after. It's such a fun way to get the crowd involved in these routines. Nice. double tuck, chest high, super controlled landing. That was a great routine for Maddie Reidenbach. She has been in and out of the lineup previously as well, exhibition and in the lineup, and just great to see her stepping into this leadership position as a junior on this team. Whip half, look at that execution, the air super controlled, and then the nice high double tuck at the end, chest up. And we're back over to balance beam. This is Uisoma, the sophomore, in the anchor spot here for Stanford. The score for Ana Barbosa was 9.9. Was able to hold on to that. That will be a deduction, but that was amazing. She was able to hold on and stay on the beam. Look at that execution and that scissor split leap to split jump. Aerial cartwheel, slight balance check. Into a layout step out. And did that connection. Make sure she got credit for the series. So she's improvising a bit. And nice stuck landing, so slight little deductions there. But again, so much potential in this lineup for huge scores as the season builds for Stanford. There's that back handspring layout step out. And then the dismount with the stuck landing. Next up on floor for Denver is going to be Cece Cooley. Just love this floor routine for her. We'll let the music play. Beautiful scissor ring half. That was a great routine from Cece. Such a fun floor routine for someone from New York City. In her senior year, you can see the excitement. That was probably the best I've seen her do. Here's that last pass. Look at those legs glued together. Such a controlled landing. Having so much fun in this floor routine. And over to beam. This is an exhibition performance. This is Portia Trinidad. She's a senior out of California. Beautiful distance on that aerial walkover. Judges will take a deduction for that missed connection. But again, this will not count for the team total. Beautiful execution on that ring jump. And then her dismount. That's a great routine. Slight deductions here and there, but great job. You can hear the fans screaming because Cece got a 10 from one of the judges, which will leave her with a 9.975 for this rotation. Absolutely amazing. We have one more performer for the University of Denver on floor in exhibition, which will be Addie Hewitt. She is a local gymnast from Colorado. She competed for Maryland last year and transferred to Denver this year. Great height. Close to stepping out of bounds. I think she might have been out of bounds on that first pass, but great height and amplitude. Again, won't count toward the team. This is her opportunity to get out in front of the judges. She has great extension in her leaps as well. A little bit short on that 1.5 to split jump, but was able to pull it around. And she's coming back from a little injury before the holidays as well, so great to see her in this exhibition performance, getting that exposure, and that will be a routine they'll want to count on for sure later in the season. Let's take a look at this last pass. Just a little bit off in her landing. She does a punch 1.5 twist and just didn't get quite enough punch into that split jump. And we have one more performance here on balance beam for Stanford. Senior Anna Roberts. Handspring layout, step out. Beautiful split on the connected split jump after the aerial cartwheel. Just the dismount. And another great routine for Stanford to have in their back pocket. Give someone a rest or rotate someone into the lineup. She gets great height. Looked a little bit tight today on beam, but tons of potential in this routine as well. will finish up this fourth and final rotation. We come back, we will have final scores and standings.
Moves in fast to get you to settle prematurely, because the quicker you sign, the less they have to pay you.
Get McDivitt. We'll mobilize our resources to shut down their lowball nonsense immediately.
We know all their tricks and will fight every step of the way to get you the max money you deserve.
You'll never have to face their bully tactics alone. We fight, you focus on healing.
Injured? Get McDivitt.
McDivitt.
We got love that we'll never need to hide. Love will always rise above. Whatever comes, we will be just fine. If I am yours and you are mine.
When you shop in the Safeway app, you can count on prices that are the same online as they are in store. Even when you can't count on teenage appetites staying in the budget.
Just got this stuff.
And back in Magnus Arena, Marcy Jenkins here with you. We have had an amazing competition today between the Denver Pioneers and the Stanford Cardinals. We have some highlights for you from the fourth and final rotation. This is actually Stanford on balance beam. And they had some amazing performances, super strong lineup. Just stuck landing here. Their standout performance on beam from Sienna Robinson, 9.925. And then over to floor with Cecilia Cooley, the senior, really just having so much fun in this routine. Great execution. Lots of control in those tumbling passes, scoring a 9.975. Just so much fun for her in this first home meet. And here are the final scores for the competition. The Denver Pioneers eke out the Stanford Cardinals slightly by 196.575 to 196.475. Both of these teams had a tremendous first competition, exactly what they want to do leading into the rest of the season. A lot of these scores are going to count, so great to see both of these teams having such a wonderful performance and a first weekend out. And for Marcy Jenkins here, we will be back on February 1st. And until then, I hope you enjoy the awards and join us again next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, make it loud and thank you, Highland Hills Gymnastics!
At these meets, your loudness, your cheering, you help this team out so much, so thank you so much. Now, while they're still tabulating these scores, it's time to do the iconic cha-cha slide. So everybody out your seats, and let's cha-cha together. Here we go.
This is something new, the Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time, we're gonna get funky, 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 funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left, take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Get funky with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Right foot again. Left foot again. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the floor? How low can you go? Can you bring it to the top? Like you never stop? Can you bring it to the top? 1 hop. Right foot now. Left foot now, y'all. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. 1 hop this time. Reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Reverse, reverse. Reverse, reverse. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops, 2 hops. 2 hops, 2 hops. Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Charlie Brown. Hop it out.
All right, fans, it's time for today's final scores. First, we'll have scores for the vault. Presenting vault awards is DU alum and athletic supporter Annie Hoskinson. In second place, from Stanford, with a score of 9.9, Terrelyn Nguyen. And in first place, from Denver, with a score of 9.925, Shaila Bhatia. Thank you. And now, for the uneven bars final scores. Presenting the awards for bars is DU orthopedic surgeon Dr. Michelle Wolcott. In a tie for third place from Stanford with scores of 9.825 each, Uwe Soma and Anna Barbosu. In second place from Denver with a score of 9.85, Mila Brush. And in first place with a score of 9.875 from Stanford, Levi Young Rui Vivar. Thank you, ladies. Now we have the scores for Beam. Presenting the awards for Beam is Associate Vice Chancellor of Government Relations and Community Affairs, Stephanie O'Malley.
Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling
In a tie for third place with scores of 9.825 from Denver, Cecilia Cooley. And from Denver, Tara Rutter. In second place with a score of 9.9 from Stanford, Anna Barbosu. And in first place with a score of 9.925 from Stanford, Sienna Robinson. Thank you, ladies. And now we have the scores for floor. Presenting the awards for floor is DU Professor Heather Martin. In a four-way tie for third place from Denver, all with scores of 9.875. First from Denver, Madison Reidenbach. From Denver, Shyla Bhatia. From Denver, Mila Brush. And from Stanford, Anna Barbosu. In second place, from Stanford, with a score of 9.925, Sienna Robinson. And in first place, with a score of 9.975, from Denver, Cecilia Cooley. Thank you, ladies. And last but not least, we have our all-around scores. Please welcome back Annie Hoskinson to present the awards for all-around. In third place, Madison Reidenbach with a score of 39.275. And in a tie for first place with scores of 39.4 from Denver, Shyla Bhatia. And from Stanford, Anna Barbosu. Thank you, ladies, and great job to you all. And now, fans, following today's final tally, we have our final scores. In second place, with a score of 196.475, is Stanford. And in first place, your winner of this afternoon's meet, with a score of 196.575, the University of Denver Pioneers. Fans, on behalf of Denver Gymnastics, thank you for joining us for today's Crimson Out Colorado Club meet, presented by Cigna Health. Our next meet is Sunday, February 1st at 2:45 p.m., the My Reason, My Ribbon meet. I'll be here. Will you? Tickets are on sale now. Thank you for coming to today's meet. Please get home safely, and we'll see you soon.